What are you guys doing?
Oh,
That one's 13 pounds. Should have done this a long time ago, man.
yeah.
He got baptized by a streetcar. Alright guys, so today we got a few trips to make. We're headed to Jegs right now to get a motor plate. After that, I'm gonna head to Tubular Techniques, get some 1 5/8" chromoly tubing. That way we can do the dash bar and the bars out to the front frame rails. Off the dash bar, we're gonna mount the brakes and the ECU mount and a few other things. So I gotta get that dash bar in there first before we can start on any of the other stuff. I'd like to get the motor in it and get the motor plate cut and modified, get the tabs welded on the frame for it. I've also got the doors in the back of the truck. I've got the fiberglass doors and I got one steel door, and I'm taking all that stuff to CIA Performance, Vickers body shop, and they're gonna paint the old fiberglass doors to look like the steel doors. So I wanna take advantage of the weight of the fiberglass doors and some of the savings there, but I don't want them to look the way they did when I had them on last time. I want them to look like the original doors. So we're gonna do that and take you guys along. You got a friend there?
Dog is almost installed.
He is. I brought you some doors.
Dude, I'm excited. I'm gonna make them motherfuckers look exactly like that. It's gonna identical. So you're gonna be able to sit them side by side and not tell the difference.
That's awesome.
That's gonna be cool.
I'll send you a picture of the driver's side too.
Yeah, do that.
It's just slightly different. Like it's a little bit more worn in the center.
Yep.
But I mean, it's pretty much that same
You
deal.
want the belt molding put back on, correct?
I would.
Yeah, that's how I'd like. I mean,
Yeah.
I would suggest it. That way they're original looking factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
How
that.
are you going to make this pattern where it looks all worn?
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the door. I'm going to weather it, age it a little bit. Obviously, I've already done this in white. We'll get it dulled down. We'll put some chips in it, some nicks in it, a little bit of dirt here and there. Really, it's really a crazy process because like any other time we're painting, so we're like really cautious about what's on our hands. I like this because I can like have dirty hands on it, you know, and the more you touch it, obviously, the worse it looks. So that works out. But so I'll do that. I'll get the blue on. And then this here is going to be airbrushing. So basically I'm going to come in and we're going to duplicate all of those cracks by airbrushing. And it's, I mean, we'll get a color match on the aged stripe, and then we're just going to go in there. And so basically pretty much it's going to work like this. This whole section will have to be painted these colors, which this was like a 3-tone deal. And then we're going to come in and I'll use like an electric eraser, and I'll just sit here for hours and draw all these little cracks and all these little stress marks in it. And then we'll clear over with a matte clear so it looks aged.
Heck yeah.
I'm excited though.
Me too. I'm excited because, cool. I mean, you pick up this door, it's like
crazy.
80, 85 pounds, and these are only like 15.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge deal.
Allison's been busy. So in case you guys don't know, we've been backed up for a while with orders, and we finally got a shipment in. So if you've been waiting on an order for a while, it's probably gonna go out this week.
Oh, the SBC sold the
I've had this guy stashed away for a while.
Where'd you get it from? Everybody's gonna ask.
There's a guy named Jesse Lee on Facebook. His profile picture is a red pickup truck, and he makes these for S10s.
Thank you, Jesse Lee.
Yeah.
Like some good work.
Well, I'll tell you, look how light that is.
Yep, they line up with the holes.
What a pro mod.
Well, that's the first freaking challenge.
What?
That it lines up with the holes.
Yeah. It lines up down here.
Does it?
Yeah. Right there. Wow. Right there. Lines right up. This will bolt to the fender.
Get us some hockey.
That is just, it's factory option.
Yeah, exactly.
This was a
It
1
gives you
year
an
only.
idea of how much, I mean, it looks like we're working with a lot of room now, but this gives you an idea of how much we're actually not working with.
I like how he did this where it's not straight.
I did that because I had notched my factory one and moved the
Right, that's what
radiator
I'm saying.
forward.
Like, I like that.
And I ordered it this way special because most of them are straight. Gives you a little bit more room.
Damn, fella. Alright, hold on. I'm in on my side.
It started on this side.
Pick those up off the firewall so I can hold them.
No.
You'll need the one that you took out of there that was holding it.
Airport outlaws.
It's got the whole floor separated from the firewall up there, where it's twisted.
Holy.
Yeah.
That's wow. That's not factory.
You can see where it ripped it right there.
It's crazy.
That could be a big problem. I mean,
No. It hasn't been a problem. We haven't noticed it till now. And it was doing real good the last time we ran it. So.
it's just the cab.
Yeah, it's not really part of the chassis.
It's nothing structural.
No, I mean, if the cab were to fly off of it, I mean, the floor will stay. So your area will stay. You'll just be like Cletus.
Is it just on the trans tunnel or is it the whole firewall?
Just where it's flexing out here.
That's crazy.
The thing is you can't see that. Like when we've taken the training in and out of it, you can't see it. You can't tell that.
Mm-hmm.
But gosh, by golly, you can now.
So we actually just looked at my truck to see if mine's the same. You can actually see right there, there's some daylight poking through, but it's starting on mine. and mine was not nearly as violent as his truck is. So these things twist up pretty bad. We're not 100% sure, but I don't think it's actually welded. I think it's just like seam sealed across there, but it's kind of crazy.
Right. 16 inches off the ground right there. Right there's what it had before, probably. So 24, 23 and a half.
It's about 7 or 8.
8 inches.
That's funny.
So what's stopping it from having more? Like where's our limit?
The limit is the ball joint geometry.
Okay.
I think if I did a raised spindle, it might help. Because they make a 3-inch raised spindle. That might be worth playing with. I don't know.
Because that's all it is changing the that'd be easy to change.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not bad at all. You know, but it's got more than it had before.
It's definitely up there.
It looks pretty decent to me. I don't think it has near as much as the Nova.
I would say it's about the same.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Of course, the rear of the Nova sits a little lower, so it's going to make it seem more angled.
Well,
The shock's longer on the Nova.
Yeah.
until you get the fenders on there and see the wheel gap, then you'll be able to tell a huge difference.
The ball joint's maxed out, but also the coilover is pretty much maxed out right there. Like there's no more travel left in the shocks. So in order to get even more, I would have to go to a raised spindle probably and another 1 or 2 inch longer shock. But I don't really think it's necessary. I really don't. I think about all you need is 7 or 8 inches.
I mean,
7 or 8 inches is above average.
is it but I mean, would less be sufficient?
I mean, it depends who you ask. I mean, everybody's different.
I mean, a lot of things, they take girth over stroke, so. I mean, look.
What are we talking about?
I mean, look at the bore over the stroke of this motor. I mean, it's. We're gonna take those bolts out.
It just barely goes on there. It ain't gonna need much.
Where'd you get this motor plate from?
I got this from
Jigs.
Jigs.
So it's nothing special.
In stock.
For all your high performance needs.
For everybody asking. Just make sure we're doing everything correctly. Yeah, we're putting a motor plate in it.
Y'all not gonna leave them motor mounts in there, are you?
You want to?
Actually, we're just gonna leave one in there just for weight purposes.
We're just gonna leave the right side.
Yeah. As long as the right side's in there, it goes that way anyway, you know?
Turks down on it.
Yeah, it torques down on her. The transmission mount will hold the rest in place.
Along with the ratchet strap.
Yeah.
Billy, just so you know, I'm cutting this motor plate here now.
What was wrong with the last one?
Oh, it looked like freaking Willy Wonka got a hold of it.
So I didn't have the golden touch, huh?
No, you had the golden ticket, but it was the wrong one.
Did you do the one for the Nova, or did you do the mid plate?
I did the one for the Nova.
Oh, okay. What's wrong with the one on the Nova?
He fixed it, so you can't tell.
Oh.
It was just a little wonky, that's all.
dash, see what it's hitting. So the glove box has got to come out. The insert on the glove box, that's what it's hitting. Relay board was right there on that flat panel on the inside of there, but I don't have to. I could always, I'll make a panel for right here where the radio was. I'll put the relay panel right there, because I can put my grounds right here to this bar. Do all that. I have ABS plastic at home. I'll just make a piece for that fits. I'll make a piece there. Do something. Cut this, trim this out. Just take these vents off and this, and then make a piece that lays in the back side of here. That'll bolt back.
Relays on the inside or outside?
The relays will be just on there'll be a flat piece of black ABS plastic right here.
Okay.
And then the relay board will bolt to it.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now we know we have to take that out in order to fit this bar. That's what I want to show you. Should fit now. Like a glove.
Unfortunately, we had to take some of the glove box apart on the inside, cut some of that out for the dash bar. Not really any way around it, but at least the dash is going back in it. That's more than a lot of people do. What do you guys think the stock column weighs? We're going to do a guessing game of weight. I'm going to say 18 pounds.
So you're just gonna put a backwards hat on like that and start curling, and we're just not gonna make fun of you. You see?
All that
shiny
EFI goodness.
So the stock column weighs 17 pounds. So it's 1 pound off. The Motion Raceworks column will probably weigh right around 7-8 pounds, I think. I'll have to get on their website and see what it weighs for sure, but I'll have it in my hands in a few days, but this video will probably come out before then, so. Zero it out. Okay, that one's 13 pounds. That one is 14 pounds. So there's 29 pounds is 15. So 28, 38, so that's 43 or 44 pounds on that section of frame. And then this, which is extremely heavy. This is probably the brunt of it. 37 pounds itself. So the steering box and all the links and everything is 37 pounds. So 40, we're at 44 plus 37. We're right around 85, 90 pounds right there.
Not including the wiring and everything, the little boxes that you cut out, the air boxes.
Here you go.
I'm gonna say 3 pounds.
I'm gonna say 6.
Really?
6 pounds.
Damn.
7 pounds.
8 pounds.
6. About 100 pounds total.
Man, you start adding stuff up, and what seems like it's like 3 pounds. You know, what's the point? Keep it in there. But if you add it all up, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, so this K-member, I think it weighed maybe 15 pounds, 20 pounds at the most. And that stuff over there was about double.
There's another pound.
Yeah. So we already took the control arms out of the shop. but I'm guessing the control arms, especially the lowers, are pretty heavy. The control arms are probably another 10 pounds, at least. Difference between the new stuff and the old stuff. Control arms.
Core support.
The core support. The lightweight core support probably saves another 10 pounds. Yeah, so I mean overall, we've probably saved at this point about 140, 150 pounds. And then you factor in the aluminum block, you save another 90 to 100 pounds. We're looking at about 240, 250 pounds so far from the way it sat last time it raced.
You're not even counting the doors yet either.
Yeah, well the doors, when I put the fiberglass doors back on, it'll be another 60, I think it was 72 pounds last time I did that. Should be about 320 pounds lighter with the doors. That's quite a bit. I mean, they say every 100 pounds is a tenth in drag racing, but on the street it's even more if you're on a bad road. Just by, you know, getting the percentages right, you can apply more power. Yeah, we should be sitting a lot better. We should scale way, way better than we were. I think last time it was on the scales without a weight bar, it was like 58 on the nose. So that's pretty bad for street racing. You want to really be around 50% front to rear.
Each lower control arm is 30 pounds, 29.6 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. What it says right here.
I believe it. Those things are heavy.
The new ones were maybe what, 7 pounds?
7 pounds.
Yeah, 7 pounds. So that's another, what, 13 pounds per side? 12 or 13 pounds per side. So that's 25 pounds of control arms.
That's just lowers.
Yeah, and the lowers.
I don't know how much uppers.
The uppers don't weigh that much. So with the K member alone, it's right around, I would say, 80 to 90 pounds. And then you do the rack and everything else. It all adds up. You know, you're going to be around 100 pounds with the K member and the rack. And, you know, once you start taking stuff out of the dash and everything else, 150, 140 pounds. So that's a huge deal. Add in the fact that it's an aluminum block.
So that saved us, what, 110 pounds, right?
The block was about a 100-pound difference. I'm pretty sure the dark small blocks are about 200 pounds. And this block was about 100 pounds. I should have done this a long time ago, man.
Yeah.
It's just hard, you know, when you're trying to race all the time and make content, to take the time to do all this. The shop videos didn't always get the views that they are now.
Right.
So it was like I would dread the shop videos, but anymore it's like I make more money on shop videos because I don't even have to go race. I don't have to hurt anything, don't have to blow anything up. So I'm encouraged to improve my stuff now.
Good, that's all we gotta keep doing. The only way we can stay on top of stuff.
Alright guys, so we're gonna wrap this video up. We got a lot done. Got the motor plate in there, got the tabs welded on the frame. Everything looks good. Probably gonna pull the motor back out tomorrow, send the intake off for 417 Motorsports. They're gonna convert the intake to EFI, send it back with their rails. We got the dash bar made. I gotta weld it in. We gotta get a different brake. Master cylinder. We got a single and we need a double, so I'll have to go to Jegs tomorrow and get that. We got a lot done today. Dropped the doors off at Jeff's, picked some parts up. We picked up a fuel pump from Jegs. I didn't video in Jegs because I'm sure you guys have seen the inside of Jegs 7,000 times, you know, in all of our videos. Yeah, it's coming along. I'm really happy with it so far. We're gonna shoot for trying to get it done, you know, by maybe January. Got a switch panel coming this week. We're gonna start wiring later in the week, hopefully. Maybe we'll be able to do some plumbing and start mocking up the fuel system stuff. It's coming right along.
I'm picking up the Falcon engine Saturday.
Tommy is picking up the Falcon engine on Saturday. He's meeting Mike Lau in Kentucky. Big thanks to him for meeting us out there. It's gonna save us quite a bit of a trip and some shipping.
Get this thing back running before we leave for PRI next Thursday.
And then we're going to PRI on Thursday. So we got a lot to do, and I'm excited. I'm just blessed to be working on this stuff and be able to do this in the winter time. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to do it, man. The videos pay for all this stuff. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time.